Buenos dias, clase. Bienvenidos, and welcome to lesson 2 of the week. So, happy Thursday to you. Feliz jueves. Today, I am using another screencast because there's a lot of information I want to share with you today. So, I thought it'd be easier once again to go through and show you this slides presentation. So, vamos a empezar. Let us begin. So, hoy clase, we are going to talk about using DOPs with informal commands. If you don't remember what a DOP is, that's a direct object pronoun. Okay, so we're going to review what a direct object is, what a DOP is, and how to use them when we use informal commands. Okay. Basically, we're just going to be using a command and we're going to be replacing the direct object with a pronoun. Okay, so let us begin. Okay, so let's review our DOs. So DO stands for direct object. Okay, and the object that directly receives the action of the verb is called the direct object. Okay, so por ejemplo, if we say that Bill hit the ball, ball is receiving the action of the verb hit, okay? If we say that Sherry reads the book, book is receiving the action of the verb reads, okay? So it's what the subject here is doing and then what are they doing it with. So Bill hit the ball and then Sherry reads the book, okay? Now the direct object can also be a person. Okay, so we can say that Sherry hit Bill. Maybe she tossed the book and it accidentally hit him. I don't know. But Bill here is receiving the action of the verb hit. Okay, so a person can also be a direct object. Okay, so that's direct objects. We also have another slide, direct objects continued. To help you figure out which part of your sentence is the direct object, ask yourself one of two questions. You can ask what, or you can ask whom when you're talking about what the subject of the sentence is doing. So, por ejemplo, Bill hit the ball. We can ask ourselves, Bill hit what? Okay, well, Bill hit the ball, meaning that ball is going to be our direct object. Okay, going back to this one, Sherry hit Bill. Sherry hit whom? Sherry hit Bill. Bill is the answer to our whom question, so that means that Bill is our direct object. Okay, so this is direct objects reviewed. Let's jump into DOPs. Okay, so DOPs. Instead of repeating the name of the direct object over and over again, you can replace it with a pronoun. Okay, so ejemplo uno says, Paul bought flowers. He took the flowers home and gave the flowers to his wife. Okay, so our direct object, Paul bought what? Flowers. It's repeated 3 times. We have flowers here, we have flowers here. Okay, so that's a lot of repetition. We can replace flowers with a direct object pronoun. Okay, so here's our second example. Paul bought flowers. Okay, Paul bought what? Flowers. So here's our direct object. He took them home, them meaning the flowers, and gave them to his wife, the them meaning the flowers again. So we use flowers once, and then we replaced it with the pronoun them in 2 places. Okay, so that's what we can do in Espanol. When we use a pronoun, we can replace our direct object with a pronoun like them or it. Okay, so let's look at those pronouns now. All right, so when you have the pronoun replacing the name of the direct object, you're going to use these pronouns in this chart. Okay, so if I am the person, if it's me who needs replaced, we're going to use may. Okay, that's what it is, me, may. If you, meaning the informal here, are going to be replaced, we're going to use te. Okay, if him or her or it or usted is going to need replaced, we're going to use lo or la, okay? So lo is the masculine singular and la is the feminine singular, okay? And then you can use, when we use it, it's going to be like a masculine noun or a feminine noun, okay? If it's us as a group that needs replaced, we're going to use nos. If it's y'all, it's going to be os. And then if we have like them or ustedes, we're going to use los or las. Okay, so if we go back to the previous slide talking about them, flowers are flores. Okay, so flores would be plural. So we are going to be using our plural down here. Okay, it'd be las flores. So we'd be using las here to replace them. Okay. All right. So let us continue. All right. So let's talk about placement with affirmative commands. Okay. DOP placement with affirmative commands is a little bit interesting just because we have to add accents, but I have it kind of listed out here for you guys. I think it should be pretty easy for you to follow. So let's look at this. When we have a DOP, you're going to attach it to the end of the command. Okay? Now, once you attach something to the end of a word, you have to add an accent because it's actually going to change the way the word is pronounced. Okay? So we're going to add an accent based on how many syllables are in that word so we can say the word the right way. So right here for letter A, if you have a one-syllable command like the irregulars, okay, ten, ben, pon, as, di, say, those are all one syllables, okay? You don't have to worry about accents with this. Don't worry about it. If I want to tell you tell me, okay, I'm going to use my tell, my di for decir, and me is me from our pronoun list previously. So dime, tell me, no problems here. We're good. For two-syllable commands, okay, you're going to add an accent on the first vowel. So let's look at this. I want to give the command wash it. I'm going to be using the verb lavar, okay? When I use my command lava, listen to that, lava, clap it out. That's two syllables, lava, okay? We're going to add an accent on our first vowel here. So our first vowel is an A. We add an accent here, and we have lavalo. Lavalo means wash it, okay? And for three-syllable commands, you're going to add an accent on the second vowel, okay? Tidy it. Our verb for to tidy is arreglar, okay? We have our command here, arregla. Arregla. Clap it out. That's three syllables, okay? So we need to find our first second vowel right here. We add an accent to the E, and now we have arreglala. Arreglala, which means tidy it. Okay, here's our tidy, here's our it. Okay? Now the reason we do this is because when we add on something to the end, it's going to change the pronunciation. If we didn't have this accent here, this would become lavalo. Lava sounds a lot different from lava. So we add our accent here to make this lava again, so we can say lavalo, and we know it means wash it. For here, for arregla, if we didn't have this accent here, this would say arreglala, which does not sound anything like arregla. So we add that accent on the E to make sure that we pronounce it in the right way. Arreglala. Okay? All right, let's move on to negative commands. All right, so negative commands are pretty easy. There's not a lot to do with these. You're just going to put the DOP between the no and the command form, okay? If I want to tell you don't eat it, you're going to put no lo comas. Our lo is nestled between the no here and the comas here, okay? Don't tell me. No me digas, okay? So the me we put between the no and the digas, okay? And don't do it. No lo hagas. Okay, here's our don't, here's our do, here's our it. Okay, I like to call these the hammock. Okay, because if you look at my beautiful picture here, if we have no lo hagas, think of the no being a palm tree over here and the H of the hagas being a palm tree over here. We have a beautiful little hammock for our DOP to settle into. Okay, so if you ever hear me say, put it in the hammock when talking about negative commands, that is what I'm meaning here. So you can picture this wonderful drawing with my really ugly palm trees. Oh well. Okay, Class A. So this is all I have for you today. You're going to be going back to Google Classroom and finding a doc, and you will be working in your cuadernos today. There are several pages. We've jumped ahead into Unidad 6, but está bien. You're going to work on those pages. You're going to practice your affirmative mandatos and your negative mandatos as well. So enjoy the rest of your Thursday, and this will be due on Sunday night at 11:59 p.m. So, hasta lunes, clase, until Monday. Send me a message on Remind, send me an email if you need some help, and I will be having Zoom office hours tomorrow if you want to sit down and have me explain more of this to you. All right, es todo, and hasta lunes.